Obiajulu, Obiajulu. Let me create a song for you. I want this to wait. Obiajulu mo, Obiajulu mo. Don't laugh at my voice, so Obiajulu. Now you be the first to land gidigba. You even come like early. Eh? Wow, ha 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 ha. Welcome, 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 welcome. Please, as you come in, they like help me to save my voice. Make I no shout like today. Eh? Please, as you enter, do a sister a favor and like it, like. Hmm? Thank you very much. How you guys doing though? How's your Saturday? How's your Saturday going? How is the Saturday going? Eh? Are you fired up for the fights? Are you fired up for this fight that we are fighting? Hey, you've been up since. Oh, my sister. Obiadulu, my darling. You've been up. See fight though. Obiadulu has a fight inside of her. Welcome, my darling sister. Welcome, welcome. Now wow. It's so good to have you here. Oh. I know it's been a while. You don't even tell when we see you, but welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. You're fired up. I'm glad. I'm curious. So, Julo, when did you get to that point where you were fired up? Can you just say when did you get to the point where, because a lot of people were like down, for like a day, two, some maybe still down. When did you get to the point where you felt fired up? I'm curious, you know, because every night I'm so proud. Let me just start by saying I'm really proud of all Nigerians. Honestly, I've never been proud of us like I am in this time and day that we're in. You guys have done so well. Every Nigerian, honestly, I'm so proud of us right now. We have to keep this fight going. We have to keep this fight going. We will succeed. Now we get that. Now we get them. If you know saying that something na your property, right? You go fight for them regardless, because you know say more this thing when they collect na my own, so I must collect them back. So I beg Obiajuju, share with me when did you really like get to the point where you're like, you know what? Let me take my scarf from my head and tie it on my waist. I'm ready to fight. Let me post my link so in case anybody wants to come in. The panel only takes 10 people. So please, if you're coming in, uh, after 10 people, it can't take any more. So just so you know, guys, if it were possible to have all everybody on the live at the same time, it would have been awesome, right? But the panel can only take so much, so many people. 10 is the max. Once it hits 10, that's it. You know. So this coming election, gubernatorial election, do you know the governors that are contesting in your different states? Do you know who they are? That's very important for everyone to know. So I know I shared something on my community page. I want us to go over it really quickly because this is very important. For those of us, I found that Edo State, their governorship election is not till next year, so they kind of do their own differently. But let me just go to my community page here and kind of share with you guys. Where is this? The names of all the people that are running for governor of the different state governors. It's very important. So you can put a face, you can put faces to their names, which is very important. Because this one important to pataki. Let me share it here so you guys can see. So if you know who your governor is, please come and please get familiar with your governor. Please do not give up. This is the time for us to fight. We need to fight to get back everything that was taken from us, and starting with this, because you're going to need a lot of Labour Party governors. okay, and House of Rep members and senators and House of Assembly members. I know there are 22 House of Representative members from LP already. That is fantastic news because, man, who would have thought, right? Who would have thought, when did this whole Labour Party movement start? Was it not in May of last year or April of last year? Look at how far you guys have come. So don't even, there's no, you are winning. Be comforted in the fact that you've already won. This is just the last leg of it. These people have been doing this mess they've been doing for centuries, so they feel like the tool of centuries ago is going to work today. And luckily, thankfully, people have woken up. So this is the lady running for the governor of Rivers State. Her name is Comrade Beatrice Itubo. So please, if you're from Rivers State and you're voting Rivers State, this is your candidate for LP. And I even saw on Instagram, I think Peter Obi endorsed her. Let me see if I can find that. Peter Obi endorsed her for as governor of Rivers State. So it would be nice for you guys to see that. Let me see if I can pull that up for you, because it's very important to know that and to see that. You know, we have to keep pushing. No, this is no time to slack. Even me myself, I did get. I feel like I've not had enough rest because I'm still like a little bit sleepy. But the fight is I'm so fired up. I don't feel like there's for any time for us to break. And even um I'm trying to pull it up for you guys. So let me go. And so that's for River State. This is Ken Pella. This is of Delta State. He's from Delta State. So if you're from Delta State, please pay attention to these faces. He's a VP. I mean, sorry, his deputy governor is Julie Nwangbogu Umukoro, right? So get familiar with their faces. So, and this is Honorable Barrister Herman Iyowase Hembe. This one is what's he contesting for? Let me see. Am I able to see that? What's the state? Yeah. Let me see if anybody dropped the queue for me. I'm not sure who this person is at this time. I'm not sure which state. Maybe I should go to my. So this is Honorable Jonathan Ashake. This is Asake, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. If anybody can correct my pronunciation there, please feel free to. He's running for Kaduna. Let me go to my. Running for Kaduna State. This is very important. Obiajulu, welcome. Oh, please bear with me. I will get to you. I just want to. Come on. Oh boy. Um, I just want to pull up their names. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he's running for governor Kaduna State. Okay, so Honorable Jonathan Asaki, that he's running for governor of Kaduna State, and this is Patrick Datum. Let me see. Patrick Datum is Plateau State. So governor, this he's running for governor of Plateau State. So please be paying attention to the faces, because this is very important, you know. So that way you know who you are voting for. Yeah. So that's that. Let's take, please don't say you're not going to come out. Please, I hear people have been burning their PVCs. No, please do not do that. You're going to need that PVC. The fight is not over. It's not over until it is not over. There's still a lot to fight for. So please don't burn your PVCs. Hold them. Those are precious items. They're very important. To abeg, do not burn them. I understand that you're upset, but you see, even our principal has not given up. Why should you give up? He should be the first to throw in the towel and say, "No, what, I know they do again. I did not bargain for this. This is way too much than I can handle." But guess what? He's fighting for you. So please do not give up. Remember that, and do not give up. Hey, welcome, Ruth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming. Marriott, my darling, welcome. Favor Johnson, welcome, welcome. Thank you very much, Favor. I appreciate that. Obiajulu, how far now? So tell me, give me the gist. I want to know when you arrive at. I am fired up. You see this fight? We ready to fight up to the ground. I want to hear the story blow by
Oh
blow.
my, oh my, I have to say, I have to give you, in short, not be only hand, my leg, all of the now they raise for you. I don't know how you do it, honestly. I go see you for Niger watch. I go, I say, when do you sleep?
I don't know, my sister. I don't know. I don't talk to another thing. This election in Nigeria, don't turn me to another thing. I'm telling you. Do you know I cancelled? I have two professional exams that I cancelled.
Ah,
I cancelled because this I couldn't focus. I could not focus for the life of me. Last year I was studying and I was supposed to take one last year and then another one. I could not focus. Something was just telling me you have this is not time, you can't, you got to focus on this, you got to focus on getting your country back. I don't know the fire that is in me. I don't know where I'm not going even front man, no pretend. I don't know, I no fit answer my sister.
ah,
That's why I see him.
well, good evening, ma. Be good afternoon where you are.
H, you're welcome. So I want to hear Bobia
Ah,
Julie.
good
Tell me when you
evening.
I'm
arrived.
telling you see, was it Thursday or Friday? I can't remember when we were texting on Instagram.
Right.
It was when I realized that this is not we did not really lose. Do you understand?
Yeah, we
We
won.
got some people in the Senate. We got some people in the House of I was like no. And then there's governorship. I said no. Now that was when I started getting that was when I started getting fired up again. Honestly, I did not know this thing was going to affect me this way at all. Ah, and now not be only me, my children, all of them,
No, that's good.
all of them. My daughter, I was explaining. She goes school, or they do politics. She was like, how come they never tell us all this in the school? I say, Nigerian politics. You think they will teach you Nigerian politics in class? She said, no, I have to say that to my teacher. No, I have to bring it up to my teacher. Why are they always talking about the Ukrainian war and this and they never when I was explaining to her what's happening. She said, no, I have
Hey.
to bring it up. I have to
Mm-hmm.
bring it up. They can't just be telling us about what's happening in Ukraine and what's happening, and they're not even telling us about this because she's really into politics and all that, you know.
That's
So
good.
yeah, she was like, "No, I'm going to say that to my teacher. No, we have to talk about it sometime, you know." I said, "Okay, oh,
Very good. She's
let
learning
me know."
already. That's good.
So after that is conference, and then that one that was when that is I beat my chest again. I said no.
You dug your heels in.
I
Bring it on. I'm ready for this fight.
strap my boot again. I said no. No. The only thing I can't do anything. My work. I said, may they no contact me for work. I beg. I no fit do work. They do by day for work. My mind day for the wetin dey happen. What is happening? Oh, let me just clue on.
Make I tell you, Obiajulu, it's very important that you
Hey,
feel that way. You know why you should feel that way? Because literally, eh, our entire lives depend on getting it right in Nigeria.
it's true. Yeah.
Somebody posted a comment yesterday. I hope she probably will be here at some point. I can't remember. Sage. She said something very very deep yesterday. You know, this whole if we don't fight for Nigeria right now, our ancestral home, it creates identity crisis in children that are yet unborn. Because she was even saying she was born here, right? She's married to a Nigerian and everything, but she cannot even begin to explain what it has done to her. I'm just summarizing right now what she
Hmm.
said. It's deep. So I'm very happy that you feel that way because it takes a lot for a lot of us Nigerians to get to where you are. It's very important that you feel that way, because it's going to, you're telling yourself that this is important. That's how do they say, the ancestors, as some people will say, the ancestors are here and they are awakening everybody. That's what some people would say it as. But the truth,
Yeah.
your land is there's something about your soil and your land that will forever connect you and your descendants to where you come from. So if you don't fight for it now, forget, you are living insurmountable problems for your children. Because if the people that came before us fought a lot of this, and I'm not saying they didn't try, giving the knowledge, because our people were not, they were morally upright, right? There was something called morality. They did things, there's certain things that they forbade, they forbid to do this, forbid to do that, right? Until external invaders came in and just, made everybody be like, you can do anything and get away with it, right?
Yeah.
So apart from that, now we're here. The battle has not been fought and won, and we're having to fight it. Look at how much it's taking. Look at how much energy we have to expend. Look at the sacrifices we have to make. But do we want to leave this for our children to inherit? Those are questions that people, Nigerians all over the world, should be asking themselves. Because you might be sitting pretty in your corner and think you live in the best house, you ride the best car, you have all the first class opportunities. Almost, you are missing on a major part of your life. You're missing out. Your children are going to ask questions. There'll be a time of curiosity in their minds. They want to know, where is this all coming from? Why am I like this? Why am I, reacting like this? So that's why I'm very happy that you are feeling the way you are feeling. Every Nigerian should feel that way. Because now together we fit win this. This fight not be one person fight. If to say na
Yeah.
only Peter be the fighter, you say for never give up since. If I
No.
don't give up, enter house. When the people in the fight for no concern now, I tell you, if people not come vote this time, let's say na like 10 votes for Labour Party, Peter Obi go just enter house. He go say these people are not ready. Na so ló bá tán. So Mama H, welcome. Oh, make you add your own 2 cents before we move on.
Mm. Sanwó-Olú pàṣẹ tí wọ́n fi gbá ìyáálé jáde. Òun ni wọ́n máa fi gbá ẹ jáde ní Saturday. Ṣebí Jagaba, he remove Ambode for you. Obedient go remove you for Saturday.
Na so.
Now make I take speak the small Yoruba when I know. Pàṣẹ tí wọ́n fi gbá ìyáálé jáde. Òun ni Obedient máa fi gbá ẹ jáde ní Saturday.
Yes, so bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Una trust una machinery, you no come contest. I come hear say you come dey do fire brigade contest. You dey see person wey dey do fire brigade for WAEC wey dey pass. The time when they remove Ambode for you, e sweet you. You can't even call mumu. Chief Tinubu, your papa, he thief Obedient mandate. You can't stupid, carry negotiate money, take gather Idingbo together, make them vote for you. They don't chop your free food. They chop your free food. And if you give them any envelope that day, now voicemail. Torí pé wèrè ni ọ́, olè. You want to reap where you didn't sow. Other people are busy campaigning. You a biggie carry handbag for Jagaban. So be ready. If I be you, I to go down they pack my load together. Because you and your thief Tinubu can never reap where you did not sow. So obedience. I beg una. There's only one assignment una get that is still remaining, apart from the one when they court. That one we know say we go visit am. But you see the assignment when I get for this coming election, in the 36 states, PDP must not enter. APC must not enter. Make una use una voter card, go flog all of them, comot. If una fit do that one, una don make work dey easy for Obi when we collect the mandate back. At least una don do so for Senate, House of Rep. Make una also do am for the state level, House of Assembly and Governor. Make una take over so that the work go dey easy for all. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú, una say they don have structure. Hey. Una wey get structure, why are you stealing mandate now? Una get structure. So the structure one they take campaign up and down. No structure, no structure. It is structure of rigging. Nigeria shut it up. Oju yin ti ri nsin. Those of you that were supporting them with structure. Una don see say the structure when they talk, it is rigging. We will not they give shishi. We will not they rig. So, and I chairman, how is it? Why are you running kitty kata? When they collect the mandate of my children, after they don't give you Ghana must go in dollar. Now abroad they pay your money to your account. We know. So tell you say they monitor everything that they do. And Wike, why are you running? Oh, when you were giving instruction they should kill my children, you think they won't come after you?
Bye, Mama. Bye.
Huh?
Bye instead of the
Okay,
K
sorry.
word.
When they give instruction, make they buy my children, you think so you go leave? Army, thank you for the press release when I give us for Rivers State. Make una look for her. Make una do to her. What you do to my children? First to do not they pay. Second to do I direct. Then I want Supreme Court judges. Now beg now I won't beg you now. Make una not carry load. When not do now no. Because all the people that play the role of rigging this election, yo, make I tell una, una they prepare to run come abroad. Sorry, wow. Because una see Ekwere Madu in a Chile for UK prison. All in 42 houses when he used my children money take build, they don't collect am from am. So he don't come to square one. So all of una when una better run go na village. Oh, that is the safest place. If una think una get dual citizenship, therefore una won't run come this obodo yibo. Kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Some of my children their head on, and they not say if it happen, Oyibo go carry them go prison. They are ready to go there. You know why? They go sleep for correct bed. They go eat correct 3 square meal. If they're sick, they go hospital. Better doctor go look after them. If they sabi they play chess, they get freedom to play chess there. If na basketball, they get caught when they go. If na gym, they get am 2-4. They no go pay for all these things. They go get am free. The only thing when they no go do na freedom to move outside. Anywhere when they go, they get police when go carry them. So you see, they are waiting for you. So no come on. Because we get to buy all of you for Nigeria to be better. We don't need you people in our new Nigeria because you don't belong there. Amechi, you remember whether na waiting? Is it 2015 when you make that your video? You say if we not stone now to buy, we are not going to stop looting. Amechi, my children are ready to put that message when you give to us years ago into practice. So gbogbo you to loot Nigeria dry by Emura, because we are taking our country back. And to the Supreme Court judges, let me tell you people, it is not Obi that bring case to you people. No, it is the Nigerian people that is bringing this case. So it is not Obi, it is us that is bringing our case to you people. So you better judge the case fairly. Evidence before you must what you will use to judge this case. If you do otherwise, you don't see weekend when they run up at that. You don't see INEC chairman when not go. When I want join them to run up at that with a week for head. On the day of the court hearing, make I tell you now what it go happen. Now, a few people now go allow into court, no problem. We go get another court session for outside. And that court session, when you go there outside, my children go come from the 36th state of Nigeria, go occupy that place. So, even on the street, and not go even see road pass. Now it go happen. So, Eshe, Chief Tinubu, Agbaya ni. You people, our grandfathers serve una fathers. Our great-grandfathers serve una great-grandfathers. Our papa too serve una. Una come one make we serve una pikin e 1 year.
Absolutely. May we watch this video about
Employers see tons of resumes every day and don't have time to carefully review them all, which means that
Majority of Nigerians will have heaved a sigh of relief with yesterday's pronouncement by the Supreme Court, extending the use of the 200, 500, and 1,000 denominations of the Naira till December 31st, 2023. How much relief can this judgment bring to long-suffering citizens who for months on end have been starved of cash to afford the most fundamental of what they need to run their homes and businesses? But could there be further judicial landmines ahead of Nigeria continues to battle the consequences of a badly implemented fiscal policy? Our rights analyst, Dr. Sam Amadi, joins us now. Good morning, Dr. Amadi. Good to have you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. Well, I mean, let's go straight into it. The heart of the judgment by the Supreme Court on the Naira redesign issue.
I don't want to hear Naira redesign issue. I'm sorry, guys. No, be that one concern me now. We know that. I want to hear about the declaration of. Let me see. There's a video I'm looking for. Let's see. Oh, this Supreme Court judgment. Yeah, this is it.
While the drama of last weekend's controversial presidential election played out, an argument or a debate, if you like, popped up at some point regarding the status of Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital territory in the wider scheme of things. All of a sudden, people started talking about victory in the territory as the sole prerequisite for being declared winner of the contest and duly elected president of Nigeria. Former Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Michael Aondoka, has now joined us to shed more light on this matter, as well as other matters arising from the polity at this time. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on Newsday. Welcome. Now, there were Yeah. Now, there were fears of a constitutional crisis as the 2023 presidential election results began trickling in, with some analysts saying the winner must win 25% of valid votes in at least 24 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. In fact, some thought, winning 25% of the votes in the Federal Capital Territory would be the deciding factor in who wins the election. Well, the president-elect clearly did not get 25% of the votes in the FCT. So is this a good enough ground to question the validity of the results?
Well, thank you very much. It's a very difficult situation, but I think the matter has been interpreted before, around 2008, in a matter involving the current president, Buhari, when he filed an action. The issue of whether that and in between, that is, must have 25% in two states and the Federal Capital Territory. I think the pronouncement then was that the and is conjunctively. That was the interpretation then. But it's about 14 years ago. It's enough time, maybe. The Supreme Court may have another look on it. But as of now, that is the interpretation the Supreme Court gave in 2008. I don't want to go into details because the matter is now sub judice. About some states have already filed an action to challenge the legality of the election. So I am confining myself to what was the interpretation of the Supreme Court in Buhari's case in 2008.
Okay, just...
The interpretation simply was that...
Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to get some clarification, which I'm sure is what you're saying right now. So please proceed.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. I'm saying I cannot go deep into the matter because already actions have been filed at the Supreme Court. And I'm just giving you an instance where there was an interpretation by the Supreme Court of that provision or a similar provision. The interpretation was that and Federal Capital should be construed conjunctively. In other words, it means you must get the 2 days, the 25% in 2 days, and also you must get 25% in the Federal Capital Territory. If you go by the interpretation of the Supreme Court in 2008. But I say, look, the Supreme Court have a right to depart from its previous decisions if the justice of the case demands so. So I don't know if they are confronted with similar interpretation, they will follow their own previous decision, or they might depart from their previous decisions. That's why I gave you that answer. But I will not go further because the matter is before the Supreme Court, and 6 states have already gone to court to have the election voided. Now, of course, the 2 political parties, PDP and Labour Party, also have commenced legal actions at the Presidential Tribunal, which is the Court of Appeal. So it will not be proper for me to go deep into the matter. And that's why I didn't even cite the citation, but it's a case I'm very sure was decided in 2008. It involved the current president, and a clear interpretation was given on that.
All right, fair enough.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Thank you for expounding on that and explaining it a little further. It seems that it's a war of semantics in more than one case, not only with the and or Federal Capital Territory, but the words now are transfer versus transmit. And I'm speaking about IREV and BVAS, transmission versus transfer. A few days back, Senate President Ahmed Lawan, well, he said at plenary that the National Assembly only made provisions for the transfer of results from polling units to the INEC server. Now, this is contrary to the narrative that INEC has been selling on advertisements all over multiple television screens and even in newspapers, telling the country about real-time transmission of results that can be seen by all in order to create transparency. This particular sticking point, is this another credible angle that some or more of the parties might use to argue their case?
Certainly is going to be an issue, because the position of the Supreme Court then and now are guidelines flowing from INEC have constitutional flavor. The guidelines flowing from INEC in the conduct of elections have constitutional flavor. Even in party politics, the Supreme Court has retaliated that party guidelines also ought to be obeyed. So how much with, not to talk of INEC guidelines, which flows directly from the Constitution, because they get the powers to enact, to issue out guidelines based on the power donated to INEC to conduct the election by the Constitution. If they have consistently issued guidelines alluding to the fact that the result will be transmitted live from the polling unit, not just here, all over, even at Chatham House, it will be a serious issue. They will have good reasons to tell the Supreme Court or to the Presidential Tribunal why they deviated from that guidelines. And they must also justify deviating from that guideline did not affect substantially the result of the election. But it's going to be an issue, not just an ordinary issue, but a very serious issue, because the issue of others feeling that they have been misled, others feeling that there's improper motive behind the sudden change. Because if you are issued guidelines to the effect that results will be transmitted directly from the polling unit, and it becomes impossible, you have to also issue guidelines contraring that, varying the reasons why. But it does appear in this case that you are changing the goalpost in the middle of the game. That would be a little difficult to explain. But I've said these matters are before the court, and the court, Nigerian judiciary is courageous, very courageous enough to see whether that sudden change without notice created issues of transparency on the election. That will be a very great question to ask. The big question is, why did you keep drumming on that issue?
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that
They may have a reason, but until that reason is adduced, if at the trial and it becomes public, if not, the presumption will be obvious that something not right happened. Not right in favor of INEC or not right in the in favor of the parties. Maybe INEC have a reason why they suddenly did that in the middle of the election. But I've said not transmitting the result as alluded by them consistently will be a serious issue. Thank you.
That 6 states have petitioned the Supreme Court to nullify the outcome of the presidential election. But I'd like to know if it should be the states, making such petitions. If I might borrow your legal term, do they have the locus standi to do that?
If you follow the recent judgment of the Supreme Court by Naira redesignation by CBN, would approve of the problem. In one of the clauses, the judges of the Supreme Court, in their wisdom, said there's a norm principle. CBN has a norm principle, which is the president. And the conduct of election vested in INEC is also the duty of the federal government to ensure elections are transparently conducted. If you follow that judgment, which was just delivered today, it will be difficult to say the state don't have jurisdiction, because they also have stakeholders. And they also were aware that for the protection of their citizens, they were aware that INEC gave assurance that results will be transmitted from the polling units. Just like in the matter relating to the Naira issue, there's sufficient interest alluded. In Naira issue, the state governors, in their wisdom, and correctly too, went to court to protect their people. They felt the policy created hardship and was unjust on them. And Supreme Court said they have a right. How much the issue of leadership? Who governs this country must be a matter of all the federation states. It must be a matter of concerns to everybody. And everybody, I think that is an area that we will wait to see whether they have jurisdiction. The rights, I have not read the claim sufficiently to me to make comments, and then even if I read sufficiently, I will not make comments because the matter is before the court. I am only commenting on the fact that the recent judgment seemed to create a window for states to do that type of thing.
Okay, all right, thank you for that. Concerning the judiciary, it seems like this is their high season, so to speak, with the conduct of the elections the week before, and obviously not this weekend, but the upper weekend. Do you foresee a lot of court back and forths, people running to the court in order to get their to get justice in one sake or another? And do you see the judiciary as being overburdened? Does this worry you that there might be quite a lot of back and forths? And is it possible for, in this particular case, with the presidency and the 6 states going to the Supreme Court, in a similar vein, could the parties link up together to join a class action suit? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm trying to find the right terms in order for you to understand what I'm saying. In order for them to join together to sue the government, is that a possibility for them to do?
Well, let me answer you. The judiciary has been unfairly overburdened because every single election, pre-election matter went to Supreme Court. And when the judges in their wisdom follow the law, some try to infer morality. I'll give you one example, the case of the Senate president. There has been laid down procedure and precedent by the Supreme Court that issues of forgery or falsification, which are criminal in nature, requires reasonable doubt, even in civil proceedings.
GetRefunds.com, powered by Innovation Refunds, can help your business get a payroll tax refund even.
Therefore, where a matter is commenced in such a way that the standard of proof is beyond reasonable doubt, because the criminal elements there requires the other party to answer it, and it is commenced in such a way that such proof cannot be. Morality will be otherwise, but Supreme Court must have followed the law to say, look, you did not commence this matter in a proper matter. It ought to have come by writ of summons instead of originating summons. But coming to the current situations, individual people who are affected, the Constitution gives them the right to challenge an action where they are transparent. But at the same time, I am saying you, don't forget that before governors took the Naira issue to the Supreme Court, individuals who felt aggrieved went to the Federal High Court, one in Kano, one in Akwa Ibom, one in Oka, to challenge the action of the governor. Some did and lost. But the governors still went to the Supreme Court in a collective form to protect the rights of their citizens residing within them who the faith have suffering. So I believe that is the premise which some of the state governors have gone to court. Ordinary, it would have been those who are aspirant, but the action is not premised on the Electoral Act, but it's premised on the constitutional provision that INEC, this is the powers, these are the regulations you made, flowing from the constitutional provision giving you power to conduct election. This is what you said, and you have done the opposite, you have violated the constitution. That is the scenario that is playing up here. For a person challenging an action in court relating to an election, he must be an aspirant. But here is another angle where INEC exercised its powers and rolled out guidelines which have constitutional power. That's what the Supreme Court said. And INEC now deliberately or by omission did not follow the guidelines. Then the states could have felt that their people are surcharged and have a right to approach the Supreme Court to give the interpretation. I think that is what is playing out here. But at the same time, I told you, I cannot go into the details of this because actions have already gone to court and we wait. But I have the highest confidence in the Nigerian judiciary, especially the Supreme Court, because they do not decide based on sentiment. It's not always what is law that morality will be. It's what the law sometimes do not come out the way you, a clergyman or an ordinary person, will look at it. But if Supreme Court decide otherwise in a certain manner, it will be overruling itself on several cases that will distort the doctrine of precedent. So that is that.
Oh,
So I
thank you
still
very much for
maintain that it does appear the governors have seen the window in the last case just decided today. In fact, they also have a right to collectively, 6 of them, challenge the conduct of this election, hinging on the constitutional powers INEC have abused, allegedly abused.
This judge, sorry, I had myself mute and was talking. I apologize, guys. I said we've had enough of this. This guy, this judge clearly is trying to be very neutral, but I mean, in 2008, if the candidate that was that won the election had to have at least 25% of FCT, why was Peter Obi not declared the winner? That's the question. But of course, he's saying that he's not going to go deeply into it because the matter is already in court. These all those on our grammar they speak to make excuses, you know. And I don't know. I mean, there was a video that somebody shared with me actually that I think is very important for all of us to be aware. I saw that they played in but this is very important for us to see because hmm, where is this? Where's that video? Where did it go? Let me see. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go and take it from Niger Watch. I think everybody should listen to that video because welcome, Dr. Kelly. Good afternoon.
Thank you, Amoy. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Good to see you.
Oh, okay. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I trust you're well as well.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, that's good. Let me see. Try to. Bear with me here. I'm trying to play this video so that way. everybody can get to listen to it, so that we, when we day here too, will be aware of what should be happening, or at least have some information. Say information is power. So let me pull it up. Pull this up. Let's see. Okay, got it. I got. All right, so I want us to listen to this because it's very important.
Whenever you will see this video. My name is Chema Christian, and this is Tuesday, February 28th, 2023, and the time, local time, is 5 minutes past 2 a.m. in the morning. And this is the first time I'm going to be asking you to share a video. Share this video. This video will save lives, and watch this video to the end. I don't even know when or how long this video will last. But please pay attention to everything I'm going to say now and share this video and implement. Early last year, I began to work on INEC systems and processes. Some people may have seen some of my work. And immediately after the CVR data, I put out an infographic where I said that INEC may have technically compromised the wishes of ordinary Nigerians. And I used data to back that up. I showed the distribution of INEC data, the distribution of invalid registrations, and I used that to make an argument as to say that something is happening. And that was the first time my attention was called to it. And then from then, I started investigating the process. I asked myself, how did they invalidate? I learned about the abyss. I inquired about the abyss. I went into several months of work. And by the time I finished with INEC data, I came to the conclusion that no matter what young Nigerians do, that they will not take 2023. And I began to talk about it. I wrote articles about it. I will share some of them with you. I made Twitter spaces about them. I granted more than 30 radio interviews about them. I had about 6 to 7 radio TV appearances about them. I did countless number of social media posts about them because I found something about the beavers, really. And some of the things you guys will find out about the beavers, I found them out. There were things I found out about the abyss, but I couldn't say it with my mouth. There are things I found out about IREV, I couldn't say it with my mouth. So I started calling for independent multi-stakeholder audits. I will share videos. I said Nigerians should not walk into this election without conducting an independent multi-stakeholder audit. So the essence of calling for those things, we called for press conferences with funding support from DGG and some other Nigerians. We made the case, coherent case as to why Nigerians should not agree to go into an election except if all the systems and processes INEC would deploy to conduct this very election are subjected to multi-stakeholder audit and integrity tests. My aim was that if Nigerians agree that during the integrity test that they will find out what I already know about the beavers and the abyss and the IRF. Interestingly, Nigerians did not pay attention and they agreed to walk into an election with a compromised system. And today the result is evident. Not just the system, the process. They were designed to function the way they did. And I'm not going to say more than this. Nigerians will know more in the coming days and months. So today, I'm not interested in doing those discussions. They are living on the internet. I will share some of them with you. I'll share the videos with you. Or if you want, you can go to the internet, search for Chima Christian. I think I have a YouTube thing. I am also on Twitter and Facebook, and read up some of the things we wrote about that. I'm telling you this as a way to show up confidence about what I'm going to say next, because that is the most important thing. Nigerians are asking me, yes, you found out about these things. You talked about it. You warned us about it. We did not pay attention. Now what? And that is the essence of the video. And what I'm about to say today is very consequential. I've thought about it. These people will come after me. I know them, they will come after me. So what I'm going to say to you is at a great risk to my life. But I know my God is able to protect me. And if he chooses not to, if he chooses not to, Nigerians will not allow what happened to go to rest. Those who want to steal the collective destiny of Nigerians will not be allowed to succeed. So here are the instructions. It is not enough, one, to try to prove to Nigerian courts what happened on February 25th or how the election results were changed. It is not enough. People will try, but it is not enough. So here are additional things we will do to get back this mandate and to indeed dismantle the structure of criminality that has held Nigeria down. So civil litigation will not get Nigerians out of this mess. Please share this video. Please share this video and watch till the end. Civil litigation will not get Nigerians out of this mess. So the people who did this are allowed to be roaming the streets. We will not win them with any civil litigation, no matter what evidence we bring to the court. And so that's why the essence of this video is to invite Nigerians. Remember that I warned you about the beavers. You didn't agree. I warned you about the IREF. We warned you about the ABIS. We warned you about the voter register. We warned you about all the systems and the processes. And we begged you to insist that these systems be subjected to multi-stakeholder audit and integrity tests. You did not listen. May God bear me witness again that I'm warning you not to go to civil litigation only. The Nigerians must now begin a criminal inquest as to what happened and how it happened. And the criminal proceedings will become from the top. Whoever is the beneficiary of this crime, whatever his name is, Nigerians will now have to begin criminal inquest against him. I'm not inviting the Nigerian. I'm inviting the Nigerian state if they're interested. But if the Nigerian state is not interested, the Nigerian masses, the Nigerian public, we have to protest differently. Let nobody go to the streets to protest. Let nobody go to the streets to protest. Let no young person go to the street to protest. We will conduct our protests differently this time. We did NSAS 1.0. NSAS 2.0 failed. It is about to fail. NSAS 3.0, they can't come out of it. They shot us NSAS 1.0. They rigged us NSAS 2.0. NSAS 3.0, they will not come out of it. But don't protest. Don't carry any placard. Don't go out. Don't go anywhere. Because the men who planted this is just like a game of chess to them. They have anticipated that we will react out of our emotions. And they have planned ahead of time. And so some of the military deployments you see is both for election day activities and post-election activities. Those bullets will not be wasted and emptied into someone's stomach. Don't protest. See how we protest now. So Nigerians, I wrote here, must begin criminal inquests and proceedings against the highest beneficiary of this crime and his close associates. We will hand the Nigerian state and the international community solid and stone cold evidence of criminal infractions. So how do we do this, and who are the targets of this criminal inquest? One, the highest beneficiary of this crime, his close associates and his families. Some of the things they did will be difficult to find, but I'll show you how. I'll show you how. I'll show you how. Watch this. Please share this video. Share this. Share this. Don't let this slide. Share this. Nigeria's morning must come. We invite those with international financing, those with specialty in international financing and international monetary network, especially those who have competence in terror financing, to investigate every dot. The account numbers are known. Make them public. The account details of the associates are known. Make them public. Their business interests are known. Make them public. And some of the things they did, it will not be through direct wire transfers, of course. Some of these things will be shrouded in international finesse of transferring money. I invite you, if you have the skills, they have accounts with Nigerian banks. They have international accounts. They have VIN numbers. They have BVN numbers. It is now time to look at it through any means necessary. The entire ICT department of INEC, especially those who have direct responsibility over the BVAS and the IRF, investigate. Of course, I'm not inviting the Nigerian state to investigate. I'm inviting young people, investigate, and I'll show you how. The entire ICT department of INEC, especially those who have direct responsibility, share this video over the BVAS and the IRF. The 36 regs, INEC regs in the 36 states, these people that are coming to shake hands on the TV, investigate, and the state returning officers, national commissioners of INEC and their dependents, the man in River State and his associates, investigate, because they have messed up with the wrong generation. In this day and age of internet, those who dwell at the extreme ends of internet, I know there's nothing like extreme, but those who live in the extremities of the internet will find ways. We will get their account details, all of them. Get their BVN, publish. Get their NIN, publish. Get their telephone records, publish. Our attack, we will attack them sea, air, and land. Sea, air, and land. Young Nigerians, don't protest. Those who have the skills, devote your energy to this. This is how we can land these guys in prison. Criminal inquest. Civil litigation alone will not solve what they did will not be solved. If it is to Nigerian courts will not give us back our mandates using civil litigation alone. We must find the evidence to make criminal proceedings against these guys, and this is how. Those who live in the extreme of the internet, I invite you to attack, investigate, take over their phones, take over their emails, take over their call records. And young Nigerians who are working with sensitive positions, you are in the ICT department of banks, and you have access to information, make them public about these evil men. Make them public. Make them public. So who are the 36 state regs? First of all, get us their names. Let their names be out in the public space. Get their BVN, let it be out in the public space. Get their account numbers, let it be out in the public space. Get their pictures, let it be out in the public space. Let young people descend on them, not attacking them or their families, but let young people use this information to extract more information about them. We will investigate all the account details. So if you are a banker and you're a young person and you have access, we want to see the accounts, published accounts. So get those things out any which way. those who understand international financing, get on this job. Get on this job. Get on this job. Get on this job. I invite you to look at their records. Publish their personal details. Publish their BVNs. Publish their NINs. Publish their bank details. Publish their bank statements if you can acquire them. Publish their pay slips. Publish some of the properties that are linked to them and their dependents, especially ones that were acquired in the last 1.5 years. Since these people deploy the ICT to arrive at their predetermined outcome for Nigerians, we will show them the real jagabans of the internet. There are people who own the internet. It is not that generation, it is our generation. So let us transfer this warfare. We have done the street warfare, it didn't work. They shut it down in October 2020. We did the PVC revolution. They have now tried to compromise it. Oh yeah, now let us take the tough to the internet. Nobody should go out to any streets. We will protest differently this time. Young people, listen, listen, listen. We will protest differently. Publish their telephone records. Acquire and publish the CCTV footages of the hotels they had meetings in. They go to hotels. So if you're a young person and you are consulting for hotels, you have access to those, acquire those CCTV footages, copy them out and store them somewhere now. All those hotels that the INEC regs and these big boys and big women, I will not call anybody by name, and the ICT department of INEC, people who did this to us, get their names out. The hotels that they had these business meetings in, from now henceforth, any one of them that enters any hotel, get their CCTV footages out in the public domain. The ones that had happened before, if you still have them published, the ones that they will be meeting from now till, because they are trying to cover their tracks now, they will have more and more meetings. Publish those meetings. If you're a young person and you're working in a hotel, book their rooms. Of course, you should do this clandestine. We will deny them any operational space to carry out their enterprise. They cannot be discussing Nigeria in Nigeria. Bug their spaces. Don't be serving them just tea. Don't be just dressing their bed. Don't be cleaning their rooms. Bug those rooms and publish the data. Publish it. We need video, we need audio. Any which way, get it out. If they come to the hotel, snap and upload. Post on the internet. We want, in fact, these men from now, we want to know where they are per time. If you see them at the airport, take pictures. If you see them anywhere, take pictures. Public. We want to monitor them per time. It is possible for Nigerians to keep real track, 24-hour track of where these men are per time. We want to know these people that are calling themselves whatever by name. We want to know whichever hotel they go to, wherever they go to, who they spoke to. Nigerians can get this information and publish it in real time. Young Nigerians, I invite you to take up this task. Don't protest in the streets. Don't protest. They have planned for that. Let us take the tough. Let us change the dynamics of this warfare. Those who use Android devices, they have Google Maps, and those Google Maps keep track of their geolocation data. That's why sometimes at the end of every month, Google will send you your geolocation data of where you have been to. Acquire those geolocation data from their phones. Acquire it. They tried with the ICT generation. Get it out. We want to know where they are. Get it out. Get their geolocation data out. Take over their phones. Take over their emails. They can no longer send emails in Nigeria. No, they cannot. Once an email is sent, put it out in the public. Acquire those emails and publish it. No more telephone calls for them. Every telephone call, acquire and publish. They can no longer go to any hotel, acquire and publish. Those of you who work in banks and in critical institutions, you have work to do. Nigeria needs your services. You have critical access to information that Nigeria needs now. This is the information that we need to dismantle the structure of criminality. Acquire those and publish those information. Of course, anonymously. And I trust young Nigerians in the coming days and weeks will provide anonymous whistleblowing platforms where you can and show you how you can anonymously post those data without them being traceable back to you. Because your safety is of paramount importance. These men have drivers. They have bodyguards and security men. They have call girls. Leave no stone unturned. Let me repeat. They have drivers, they have bodyguards, and they have call girls. Leave no stone unturned. If we can't get them, get their drivers, get their security men, get to their call girls. They will not be allowed even an inch of an operating space within Nigeria or indeed anywhere to perfect their enterprise. Anywhere they are, hunt them down, get information, bug their phones, bug their hotel rooms, bug everything they are doing, get the information out, get the account. All the INEC recs publish accounts, especially suspicious accounts. Those who you look into their accounts and there's nothing happening in their accounts, don't publish. But those who you look into their accounts and the account details of their dependents and you find suspicious payments, especially those that happened within the last 1.5 years, publish. Because somebody cannot take money now and jam the server and then go home and enjoy his money. And you ask us to go to the street and protest and they will kill us. No! Don't do that. Don't. If someone used international financing network to get money and then they used international network to jam the server or to delay the server or to compromise the system, and then you think that our best response is to go to the streets where they have sent soldiers and thugs, don't do that. We will use the same strategy. In the coming days and weeks, I trust young Nigerians to create whistleblower platforms. So if you are a hacker, if you are whatever, if you understand internet, this is the time to deploy your skill. If you know websites, if you know app development, develop apps where Nigerians can come and anonymously volunteer data about these men. If you are their drivers, you are their cook, you live in their houses, you are their neighbors, you know what they are doing. From now, monitor them and send information in real time. Acquire the passenger manifest of the aircrafts, especially aircraft that are doing private services. If you work in these airlines, if you are an ICT consultant to these airlines, acquire the manifest. We want to know where they're traveling to per time. All the state regs of the party, all the state regs, acquire the passenger manifest. We want to know all the cities they flew to in the last 1.5 years, publish. The people in ICT units of INEC, we want to know the cities they flew to in the last 1.5 years. Publish it. Acquire this data and publish. So if you're a young Nigerian and you're working with airlines and you have access to manifest, get them out and publish. We need those data. We will collapse these people with information. If you work in the ICT units, especially private airline services, and you have data on these men, these evil men, Nigeria needs you. Triangulate their movements. If you work at ICT units of banks and you have access to the kind of data that will bring to the revelation of the public what these men did, the wire transfers, the physical movement of cash. If you are a truck driver, if you are a bullion truck driver, if you know how this is, if you get the information out anonymously, we will collapse the kind of information. If this goes out and Nigerians take this, remember, I warned you about the Vivas, you did not hear. I warned you about IREV, you did not hear. I warned you about all these systems, you did not hear. I am telling you, don't go to the streets, use the internet now. If you take up this mandate and run by it, the amount of information we will acquire in the next 3 weeks will bring these people down. If we run with this information, the amount of data we will acquire in the next 3 to 4 weeks will bring these men down, all of them. This is not the usual, did they push drugs in Chicago? No. We want to do their immediate telephone conversations. Anybody who has access to MTN, Glo, whatever, you are working with these systems, you can triangulate their telephone calls, publish all their telephone calls, records from the last 6 months. Publish, let them deny, publish. They cannot do this to Nigerians and have the liberty to be making calls. No way. They cannot do this and have liberties to be exchanging emails. In this day and age, no way. They can no longer send. In fact, publish all their emails in the last 1 year. Publish. Let us fight differently this time. Share this video. Let not one of you go to the streets to protest. This is like a game of chess. They have anticipated, and believe me, they have already placed countermeasures to quell your protest. Of course, you will know now, the people who did Lekki, they are planning even more. And you're saying, let us kill all of us. They will not kill all of us. They will not even kill one of us. We will drown them in data and information. This is now an asymmetric war. Let us take this war to the digital turf where we can win them. These guys are analog. They don't know what is VPN. They don't know how to they don't understand security protocols. Send them chats. Send them, you know what to send them, and then you get access to their emails. Get it done. Get it done. Take over their phones. Take over their emails. Take over their hotels. In fact, take over the hotel CCTV of all the expensive hotels they sleep in. If you can acquire any which way, acquire it and publish. Publish their telephone conversations. Publish everything. Publish, especially those with international financing. What we want to prove. There are lawyers, of course, there are lawyers. I am happy that young Nigerians are gathering evidence that we will use to prove that we got 300 in these polling units and they gave us 30 and they got 20 and they made it 2,000. Those ones are for civil litigation. I'm telling you, civil litigation alone will not get this job done. So we'll back up civil litigation with criminal investigation. And if the Nigerian state is unwilling to investigate, young people will investigate and put out their findings in the public domain. These people have done things that they cannot get out from. Let us bring the data to put. I'm looking at criminal breach, criminal proceedings against them. These wrecks, you will not, oh my God, you don't know what young people will do to you. If you collected money and sabotaged the system that Nigeria's voting decisions were processed on, you better report yourself. If not, we will find the account number, we will find the account detail, we will find the house you bought, we will publish all of them. And not just publishing. And by the way, let nobody physically attack anyone. Don't physically attack it. Don't touch anybody. Don't hurt anybody. Don't kill anybody. Don't threaten anybody. Do not acquire data and publish. Don't acquire data. Just acquire data. Just acquire data. Just acquire data. This will be the most. Oh my God. They have not seen the revolution. This is that revolution that we told you. This is that revolution that Nigerians are waiting for. If we do street revolution, they have guns. They have thugs. The same thugs who snatched ballot boxes and who disrupted the elections, they will unleash them. The same military, of course, will obey the command of the state because their job is to protect the territorial integrity of the state. And if anything threatens that integrity, they will act according to the instructions that were given to them. Please don't do this. Let us go to a place where they can't win. They are analog, we are digital. They said we have 4 people tweeting in a room. Those 4 people start tweeting now at their account details. They said we have 4 people in a room. Huh? Let those 4 people start tweeting account details that will bring them down. Let those 4 people start tweeting video records that will bring them down. Let those 4 people, of course, they will start, denying it is doctor, whatever, but publish. None of them, by the end of this week, none of them should have the temerity to open their phone calls and make calls again. Because we would have taken over their phones. None of them will be able to send emails because we would have taken over their emails. And let me warn you, politicians and those who are eating blood money, you are working in ICT department of INEC, you are a wreck, and we will come for you. We will come for you digitally, of course. We will not hurt you. Let nobody attack them. Don't attack their family members. Just investigate. Investigate. Show us the houses they bought newly in the last 1.5 years. Show us the cars. Show us get all the information you can. And then if you are their drivers and their cooks and their policemen, you have seen that these people, you have worked for them for many years, and you have seen how you are ending up. These people don't care for you. Volunteer information. In the coming days and weeks, I trust young Nigerians, if they will listen, to provide anonymous platforms and portals where you can independently and secretly report some of the atrocities they've committed. Some of you have video evidences that will bring these men down. Some of you have audio evidences that will bring these men down. Are you their drivers? Are you their security men? Are you their calls girl? Are you their hitmen? Please publish data. Nigerians need you now. If they live close to you, Nigeria needs you. Fling out your phone and record and publish their every movement. If you know where these INEC guys live, especially those that are responsible for what happened in the ICT, record those people who come to their houses and the people who go to their houses. If you meet them in hotels, record. Publish every hotel they step into. Publish every phone call they make. Publish every SMS they send. Publish, if you can, take over their social media. Take it over. This is a digital warfare. I invite you guys who live at the extremities of the internet to take on this fight. I invite you guys who understand international financing to take over this job. Don't let uninformed young Nigerians, out of youthful zeal and exuberance, go out to the streets to be killed. Don't. Not one of us will be killed. Not one. But we will drown them in the pool of their own corruption. Dear young Nigerians, the new revolution has started. Key into this. ICT experts, bankers, hoteliers, drivers, security men, friends, associates, cooks, you have information, volunteer. We will start a digital revolution that will totally transform revolution in the world. We will not go to any streets. We will take over the internet. We will publish their data. Every hotel they enter, all their call girls, all the calls they made, everything, their bank details, their amounts, their bank balance. Publish. Especially for those at the receiving end, but also publish for those at the giving end. The people that these people relied on, they are middlemen. As you are doing this, do a ring around them. Look at the arrowhead of the biggest beneficiary of this electoral heist. Look at the key people around him or her. Get those people. Look into their account details, look into their flight records, look into their hotel records, look into their telephone conversations. You will find something that will put this man in jail. These people will not be allowed. That's why they were doing this with a lot of arrogance. But these people will not be allowed. They are waiting for us. What they wanted to do is go to court. Oh, by the way, we will have to include our friends in the courts. Supreme Court justices take over their emails. The people who read ridiculous, take over their call records. People who give ridiculous judgment. Don't wait for US to ban their visa. No. Don't wait for US to ban their visa. No, publish their records. Publish all these Supreme Court justices. Publish the hotels they've gone to. Publish what they do in the secret places. Publish it. Publish the monies they have. Publish the cars they drive. Publish everything. Publish the houses they bought in Panama. Publish if you have access. Publish. The gap-toothed man. Not the gap-toothed man. The Mahmoud of the INEC of their, I assure you, publish. Publish all his telephone records. Publish all the telephone calls within the last 6 months. Publish it. Don't publish, of course, personal matters, their conversation with family. Keep those ones. Be responsible. The only things you're going to share are things which border on criminal breach. The things don't publish their private affairs. If they had done legitimate business and you find them in their bank details, please don't publish. If there are ones in them that have not taken any criminal proceeding, don't publish. Respect them. But if there are people among them who ate corn and cassava and want to put us into a peril, please publish evidences of those corn and cassava. That is how we will win. Let the people who are doing civil litigation do their civil litigation. But let the people who are going to follow through with criminal litigation, give them the data they need. We will bring evidences. If you do this, Nigerians, this revolution is easy. All you have to do is to put out evidences that show how the systems were corrupted. We know the systems were corrupted. One group of people will go to the courts to argue that this system were corrupted to attempt to recover the mandate. But no, we want to do the criminal investigation around who paid for, how was it paid for, what was the money used for, where did the meeting hold, where did they have such discussions. And by the way, for the things that happened in River State, all the local government guys that were sent to River State get their records. So go through INEC records and look at the rec in River State, Look into the record. The returning officers, especially for the local governments, all the local governments there, especially those local governments that were flagged, get their records out. Get their records out. We want to know how they were paid. We want to know which means they were paid. Show us the exact time, the exact amount, the exact telephone number, the exact email address, the exact bank account details, the exact number, the exact BVN, the exact, even if you can, publish their passport details. These are the things we need for this new revolution. Africa's morning will come. And for those of you who would want to attack me or come for me because of this video, my God is with me. My name is Chima Christian.
My people that they hear, I don't hear am o, no be me talk am. Okay, so they don't break for these people. It is no longer business as usual. None. We take it now. We do something now. We can't just sleep on this. The type of they've shut people down for too long in that country, and we cannot allow this fraudulent candidate or president-elect, INEC's imposed president-elect, we cannot allow him to sit on that chair. I'm telling you, we can't. We cannot. It behooves us. So please, all the techie people, mukuna here, and I make me come play am for my channel too. This is one of the main reasons why I came out here today. I suppose they rest, but I said no. I must come play this video, make my people see here in case they never hear. We can't be lying down and allow these people just run roughshod over us. E don't do, abeg. E don't do. Ephrata, welcome, sis. How now? Happy Saturday to you.
My darling sister, I'm telling you, as INEC and all those riggers say, I no go get peace. Since last week, I no sleep, I no get, now so they no go get peace. It no go better for them, I'm telling you.
Say,
they no give us peace, they no give us rest. I know I cut off everybody. Now television I did for morning and I see anyway, but I'm trying to be strong. I know from beginning, I no go easy. But the impact is great. But to this video of this young man, if I was a politician and I was doing dirty deals, I'll be shaking in my boots.
I'm telling you.
Because, and I know I believe this has gone viral. And I believe that with the anger, especially the pepper body, since our youth, we have been restrained from coming out.
Right.
To with the outburst and all the thing. So then they house, you know how youths be now, but they pepper them.
Yes.
They're going to unleash that anger on those people. I feel sorry for them.
No,
I really do. I really do. I mean, come on. See, when the Bible says principalities and wickedness in high places. Now I know where they come from and who them be. I'm telling
you.
Principalities, not them. Wickedness in height, not them.
Not them. No, look further. Look no further. They are in front of you.
I'm telling you. It's real. It's for real. They don't even get messy. The one they don't they chop since he not rich. He not do them. He not do them. Then continue. That is, I not blame them, Sha, because their conscience has been seared with. Yeah. They don't sell their soul to the devil finish because of money.
Of course, now they don't drink many body liquid. To buy person no have them. In fact, that's what they want.
Okay.
They like them because they use them as etutu, as they say in Yoruba. They use them as etutu, as sacrifice. I'm telling you, that's why it doesn't cost them. Look at what Wike did in Rivers State now. What normal human being will, because you see the desperation that they have. That desperation, that attitude of it has to be me. It is because they have sold their souls and they have drank too many people's body fluid. So they keep it's never satisfied. So it keeps asking for more, for more. Now they see so.
People are crying. I'm telling you, people are crying. People, not everybody's on social media. All Nigerians everywhere are like, what just happened? The ones that are acting indifferent, we don't really care because they no get hope. Those ones don't already for many years say, if you forget Nigeria, nothing. Okay, they'll be laughing at the rest of us now that kept believing that something good was going to come out of this election.
No, there's nobody to now. They say that they laugh. Efrat, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You see this Nigeria, whether we like them or not, you have to fight for it. Even those that don't care, those that are nonchalant, it's time for them to wake up. Because when it go come bite them, they don't know. Do you know how many children have identity crisis today as we speak? Who know about identity crisis prior to now? Please, if you know, raise your hand. I grew up in Nigeria. Who knew about that? All that community, when they come together, you have uncles, you have distant relatives, you are so rich and blessed with family. All that is no, and you know where your home, your ancestral home is. Forget that thing. Those people that are acting indifferent, I am speaking to you now. If you are acting indifferent, this concerns you. Laugh if you need to, but this concerns you because guess what? Hey, may not be say they go laugh last, because if everybody, every Nigerian, no matter the part of the world you're in, no matter how comfortable you are, no matter how wealthy you think you are, this concerns you. We are looking at identity crisis that's going to be a plague if we do not take care of this, if we do not fight for what belongs to us. I'm telling you.
So,
looking.
my darling sister. So I'm just saying that after listening to this video, it is so intense. And he's not the only one, as far as I there are so many other anonymous hackers, and I'm sorry, I don't know if I should call that name, where just full ground, all those our youths them. When he be saying we don't turn to the children of Israel, we scatter all over the world. Our people don't fool everywhere. But the ones we don't jackpot, like in my time, 27 years ago, we don't tire. They say we won't come home.
So
we don't work tire for here. Me, I say, I won't go home. I won't go home. Thank God last year, for the first time in 20, I did go home back and forth. I went home for 3 months.
Right.
I said, look, I don't tire. I did go home. What you want to happen, may happen. I did go. Thank God everything went well. Greatest time of my life. Thank God for that. I'll always be grateful.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is not everybody get that. In fact, I didn't tell a lot of people I was going, I don't carry bad just because I didn't want them to discourage me.
Yeah,
I didn't want to discourage. I didn't want anyone to discourage me or make them come pull fear for my mind. I stay for my house. I live for my house. I was driving myself back and forth. But what am I saying? Now, when I come back, I can't tell people, say, I be going home for 3 months. So they couldn't believe it. Like, are you crazy? Like, what are you talking about? How they not do you this? How they not do that? I say, well, but what am I saying? So many they admire me. They take one kind big eye. They look me like, oh my God, because this is what most of them would want to do.
Of course.
Do you know how much when Nigeria they lose because people get money? They've made money. They look for where to invest. Of course, how many people get mind like to go start business for home? So the thing they affect us in different ways. Our children and all that. Instead when they'll say, okay, go Nigeria, and they'll say now so they won't go Japan, go everywhere else.
I'm telling you, everywhere but Nigeria.
Now the ones where you say, okay, maybe they even go, maybe somebody, close parents, buy or so, they want so you say, okay, make out of four or three, make one just follow, go, blah blah blah, wrong go, wrong come. Which kind of thing be that?
That wasn't
my dream when I left Nigeria 20-something years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't not because I say now, not just to come make money, go back to where I come from. So I mean, and then look at our youth. You finish school, no job. See, person will get graduate to why will be they cry that day now? Ordinary 70,000, if you buy oven. Next thing now, the girls go to do wrongs, the boys go to do different things. The whole society, everything. Why? Why? But the truth of the matter is that we all have to come together and fight these people. They're not pass us now.
Exactly.
But I thank God for Peter Obi wisdom, because all those people where body they pepper, where they vex, say, encourage protest and everything. The man get wisdom, because like this young man talk just now, they don't ready.
Yes.
Say they go begin keep people anyhow. God will give us wisdom.
Mm-hmm. He go give us, definitely. He don't already give us to us. Now you make everybody need to join for this fight. You cannot stay in the sideline and say, oh, we are disconnected from the country. I don't want this one, that one. No.
Disconnect. This will not be my home.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. You cannot remain. The truth is that if now you need to fight for, not be later. Might be say other make they laugh. Not be who get it, they laugh. Make they laugh now. It's okay. It's temporary. Let them be mocking. It's okay. Me, I dey see them. I dey see all the videos. I dey see everything. Because some me say they follow them laugh. Because I laugh through. Guess what? Not be our own president. Now INEC president be that. We don't know where that one come from. You know, so say they not even feel rejoice. They not feel rejoice come out. They hide. They hide the party. They don't feel come out, come announce themselves. So let them laugh. We will laugh last. I want that one be the look. Not to welcome Jare, my sister, host with the most. Welcome.
You know, say I dey try say I no enter. But when I watch that guy's video, I've been screaming about it now. I said there's no problem. I don't have a problem with protests, but we already have an edge over these people, which is technology. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That the way we arrested them already is something they didn't see coming. And that means that we are capable of doing more. You understand? Like we have a lot of things that we used to hold them on their blockers, and this guy has said everything. Because first of all these banks are supposed to have compliance department. What happened to their compliance department?
So,
if you remember in America, like back in 2008 during the recession, what made a lot of banks close is because of their compliance department were not competent, and they let a lot of things slide. And this got some financial institutions in trouble. Do you understand? And so because like I think it was Mahdi that said that they don't even understand how this internet works. No, they don't. We own it. We own it, and we have to make. I think saying that I feel like Labour Party or the Obedience she created a website just like INEC's own, and
you're breaking up, Natu. Your audio. You get a CB. Can you hear me? Natu.
Like takes them 2 seconds to upload. And my husband was like, even this website that they have is cheap. They don't even have proxy for the beavers, so anybody can upload from anywhere, and anybody can manipulate anything.
Right.
But if it has proxy, like you will see who is doing what from where. They don't have that. How can you be uploading somebody's picture for results?
And all the Yahoo boys. I mean,
yes. And all these people are being trained, right? Like they when they train them, like you're supposed to explain to them the sensitivity and the importance of uploading the right result for the right PU to be able to get accurate results. Because if you carry Kanos down put in Kaduna, you're messing up somebody's win. You're messing up somebody's result. So like the accuracy is important as drawing somebody's blood and delivering to the right person and putting the right name on it. That's how important it is. But it just took it as if it's just a mere thing. No, it's not. This is a general election, for goodness sake.
It was intentionally done that way. They intentionally made it short. They intentionally didn't want to upload. They know what they are doing. They already had it figured out. The guy was allocated votes.
No. See, but we are not disputing that they didn't do it intentionally. What we are saying is that we are ahead of them.
Yes.
This thing, now like small picking and adult. You know, small picking, even if they're 3 months picking, no person will like her. No person will like her. So this trap where they set for us now, for themselves they set.
Yes.
We don't pass bicycle station now. Everything is just like car with they drive, now trucks will they do now. You understand?
Yeah.
So like I'm with this guy like 100, like we have like 1 million. Why do you have to go to France to outsource a company that will keep track of Nigeria's transaction? Why? We're too big for that now. We think of the job of EFCC. Why do you have to allocate that big budget to them? That's their role. They're supposed to oversee every financial institution in Nigeria. Everyone's supposed to be reporting to them. So what's their job? They're only just to go and show muscle power and arrest people and say, and then they will be using politics to be arresting people up and down and be saying this one, this one, this one. You know what I'm saying?
EFCC. that energy enter this thing, Sambisa forest, go arrest people.
When it comes to them, nobody is supposed to have immunity. EFCC said supposed to they track people. There's supposed to be people that are financing terrorism, people that are like all these funds when they are coming, you're supposed to know when they're coming for who for what. That's part of your job. That's part of your job. Honestly, so I'm with this guy like 101%. Like if now there are certain soldiers out on the street, so that if we go out, they will use them to tackle us. No problem. We will be inside the room, 4 people, and be tweeting and be pressing computer, and we'll come out to a result. No problem. They'll find us, they know see us. We go do inside, they work.
They're not going to even know who they work. That's the beauty.
Exactly. Because anytime they try to, they say they will come up protest, no problem. We are not, see, you see the difference between obedience, right? And all these things, that all these other people that they have. We are learned. We know what we want. Now, like we make you go restaurant and say, I want rice and beans and well done beef. And they bring pink beef. We tell them to take it back and go and make it well done and bring it back. Now, obedience be that. We are learned. We know what we want. We know they to run mouth. No, and that's what the guy is saying, that do it with facts.
Yes.
We know, yeah, have your facts for hand. They say one, you say two. If they do investigation, I look at us and say, why you close them? You go do review, yes, waiting and waiting, you find. You just say, I just feel everything is okay. No problem. No, you can't do that. It's against the ethics. You have to say, I'm always send that to money. Now friends then be. And now why she send that this money now for so and so and so. Okay, if I'm always send that to money, say not to one buy house, you send contribution. But when we review not to account, we see not to day hotel, not to go club, not to buy plane ticket. We don't flag you. No, you have been flagged. There's something more than that. That means say, oh, not give that money to buy a house. Get what they do. Another investigation again for our head. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So all of them, like, and what he said, Mahmoud, all of them, where they flew to for the last, and you know when you do investigation, you go 90 days, 6 months, 12 months, you review somebody's activity. That's what you do for them. Where have they been to? Where they go vacation? What in them buy? People will know them. You remember there's a woman that came online for this thing now. What's her name? On the Nigeria Watch that she was talking about. She didn't mention the name, but she was crying. Remember her?
I can't remember.
I think it was 4 days ago. She said, I know these people. I can't mention their name. If their children are listening to this show, they will know me. She said, I serve them. She said, I work with them as a housekeeper. I cook for them. She said, they know me. She said, yes. She said, if you know, ask Elvis now. She said, if you know what they are planning, say, these people, they plan. Oh. These people, they plan. Say, they don't even think twice. But because they talk all this thing for my friend, because they trust me, because I work with them for years, they've never heard anything outside. She's in abroad now. She said, anytime they come abroad, they come to me, they come and see me, they come and visit me. The woman said it.
I missed that one. I didn't hear it too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to ask Elvis, because Elvis was even like consoling her because she was crying. She got emotional. She wanted to. She said she has a house in Port Harcourt and a house in Lagos that she wants to sell. She doesn't want to go back to Nigeria again because I think her kid's father is white, and the kids that don't have anything to do with Nigeria again. So Elvis was now begging her that she should not sell. That she just calm down a little bit because there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, you never know, so she shouldn't. But yeah, she was like, she wants to sell all her properties and be like, be done. I'm not going back. She said, I know. As she said, these people, if you not know what these people they plan for Nigeria, now knows that here they talk.
There was somebody who called into this show. I think was it 4 days ago now. The guy was calling from Dubai or Saudi Arabia. I can't remember. The guy, came and he said this. He said similar. He said, I know these people. I talk to them. I'm in their circle. What the plan they have. The guy kept saying, do not. You guys should not allow Agbado to sit there. Because the plan is not even about Agbado, it's the man behind him. You see,
this guy. I don't talk and see now. Person with this. Did you hear Boko Haram congratulating him? Did you hear the bandits congratulating him? Did you hear their congratulating message? They said that they are congratulating him for becoming the president.
Yeah. Do you know they
go read that?
Nigerian flag and put their moon sign, that's their moon for their Muslim, they put it in the middle. Show they were saying you people should cry me. Hey, I say today we must fight this thing. This is not
Yeah.
about, oh, you know
Yeah.
what, it doesn't have been disconnected from Nigeria. Whether you like it or not, you are connected. When that connection will show up, you won't even know. It's called identity crisis. Your children will be experiencing it. You won't know. You'll be spending money on sickness that is not, you are not supposed to be spending money on. I'm telling you, the guy was, the way he said it, he didn't even want to stay too long talking on the platform. He said because
Yeah,
they
because
might his voice.
they might code his voice. Yeah. Even that woman. So that was what she said that day.
And I will never forget. Like 4 days ago, these people have terrible plans for Nigeria. So why
Yeah,
would
they
we?
do.
So
They're
this,
just interested in the. That was one of my friends when I think on Facebook he said something, and I said, "Let me tell you, I'm not having conversation with people that pay for people to write their exam. Now they support Tinubu win. People will pay me to do their WAEC and jam. Now then they support the win because person will go read write exam. They see me they recall exam because they cheat am. Person will pay, he go say no because say it go affect am. You understand? Say
yeah.
it go affect am now. We write WAEC now how e be. Person wey no read, wey manage get one, you say leave am there, ma just take my one dey go. Person wey pay go say lie.
Hey, make I show na this video of this man. I've been hearing about it, but I didn't get a chance to see it. So we're gonna see it together. Um,
His Excellency, Barrister Ines Someson Wike, to compromise security agencies, particularly groups of secret Nigerian army, with hefty financial inducements to help him in his illegitimate act of thwarting a free and fair electoral process to his favor, while at the same time accusing the Nigerian army and its command hierarchy of being biased daily. Apparently, Governor Wike must have underestimated the Nigerian army's commitment to being professionally responsive in the discharge of our constitutional roles. The two of
na dey hear say, na dey hear.
Who is that person? Who is he?
Is apparently a soldier that I was hearing that what's his name, Wike paid like paid some money to the soldiers to help rig the election in Rivers State. So he's giving a testimony. Okay, he came to give a
That
testimony about it. That yes, so
also, Wike political career don't finish.
I'm telling you, he should kiss it bye bye. This is what these people.
Political career in the poto.
I'm telling you, he should kiss it bye bye. He will never. I'm hoping. I'm already campaigning for Comrade Beatrice Itubo. Let her is even good now, woman. Make it flog. May they flog Wike with their votes. What kind of manner of people? Look at what this country, this Nigeria has turned into. We have desperately wicked. It has been there though. It didn't just start. Eh?
No, it didn't just start, honestly. It did not. Like I said, I've been saying a lot of times, I said social media just amplified everything.
I'm telling you, look at Wike. He went to the market, Ikoku market, to go and campaign, and beg poultry. Oh God. Hey.
Wait, is he contesting again?
He's running for re-election, clearly. Or maybe he's campaigning his candidate.
So that the Yaramba, in that finish, you will start to be. People are sad, Obi. Obi Kanyeso, on the day Manara, Obi Kanyeso, Obi Kanyeso, on the day Manara, Obi Kanyeso, Obi Kanyeso. So look at the happen here. What's happened there? That money won't share, no. Money won't share, no. So they don't move. We cannot move. We cannot move. We cannot move. Now give money. Now give them money. People don't go. See how.
In fact, it's just a joke.
And you know what was disgusting about this wicked thing is that there are some places that he went by himself. How can you be that gullible to do that? You're a governor. He went by himself. People like saw him. Who they go tip for place we get camera?
It is terrible. No, we need to cancel out all these people, though. It's not a joke anymore. We really, really need to take this seriously.
Let me tell you, in the history of Nigerian election, in the history of Nigerian politics, they've never gotten a shocker like they got this time.
Exactly.
They are yet to recover from it.
Exactly.
They are yet to recover from it.
Now, have you ever seen any of these politicians go like this, being amongst the people? This is what Peter Obi has created. Look at Peter in the weekend in the midst of people in the market. I don't see him before.
Did you see one Peter Obi video that he was coming out from his house, I think, and some ladies saw him and they were screaming. They said if they can take a picture, and he called them to come take a picture. Like he didn't have all the security blocking. He told them to come and they came to take a picture.
Obina, welcome. Oh. Welcome. What do you have to say on this matter? Matters arising.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good morning. Sorry, it's already towards daybreak here.
Oh, okay.
How is everybody doing there?
Everybody's great. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
That's good.
Okay, I'm just joining you guys right now. I think I made a video of a military personnel who was addressing the public in respect of the game Wike tried to play with the security agents in the course of his trying to manipulate the election in Rivers State. When I just heard the news, I think a few hours back, like 3-4 hours back. So I was really delighted to have come across that news because Wike did a havoc in Rivers State because while the vote counting and after, or while I was at the same time watching the what the obedience were facing in Lagos State, and the fact that not very much votes were coming from the northern part of the country. So I was looking forward to seeing a kind of consolation or a consolating vote coming from Rivers State, Delta State. But I was highly disappointed to learn that the APC did not only win Rivers State, but at the same time that Labour Party didn't get much votes from Rivers State. So, and I also listened to a lot of radio or audio conversation he had with his thugs or boys. Okay, um, trying to manipulate the INEC coordinators that were coming for the election in Rivers State. So, and the amount of money he issued, because I think Sahara reporters actually detailed the his conversation to the point that they actually uh, brought up the ones that he actually mentioned certain amounts of money he was paying to different coordinator, and how he threatened to um, kill anyone that did not follow his dictum.
Pi is
Sorry.
the word. Pi.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry. So when I heard all that and calculated it, and I was really looking for consolation. Like I wanted something that will happen to the man. There was a news also of a certain rumor that they buyed his only son in California or in US. I don't know, somewhere in the United States of America. I was, forward to run. As in, I was quick to run with the story, but I kept it to myself. I wanted to confirm the story, and thank God I didn't run with the story, because it later turned out it was just a rumor. So when I heard this news, it was consoling, because I really want to see him prosecuted. I really want to see him, and I think he has fallen to a very good hand. I think he fell to a very good hand that would take care of him to my satisfaction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Obina, for your contribution. Hey, let me, guys. I just saw something. I think we all need to see this. Maybe you guys have already seen it, because I think I'm late to these things today. So this is like a what is this? Uh, okay, let me read it to you. I think it's from Anonymous, apparently. I don't know who this Anonymous is. It says the man Peter Obi must be aware of the plans ahead of 25th February 2023. The plans to rig the election and make him come third. However, you will be aware that this plan would only work to his advantage. The man, Mr. Ahmed, um, whatever, TB, I don't know who that is, will be destroying himself by himself. There will be an arrest on the swearing in date after he must have won. Oh, Ahmed, hey, but let's just put it like that. Be an arrest on the swearing in date after he must have sworn by dubious means and corrupt electoral practices. We're aware of the $10 million deal made with a man named Wike. Yes, some Wike. Can you imagine $10 million deal? Nítorí Ọlọ́run. Throw away people's lives and future.
What's the amount?
10 million.
Okay, the report you are writing, is it the military that wrote it?
It says anonymous.
Okay, all right, thank you.
It says anonymous.
Okay.
And then it says a governor in the southern region, the man Nyesom Wike shall be engaging in this rigging too. We already saw that. All this shall happen. So guess what? This anonymous, the message he sent was September of last year. The guy gave us the script, September 19, 2022. I'm just seeing the date now. Not being they play out so. See, we are aware, hey, God, the man shall be engaged in rigging. All this shall happen, but you all must be careful. There might be a breakout of war, which would be totally avoided by, should be totally avoided by all means. This war would cost lots of lives if it happens. This war would totally not be necessary, as the anonymous would do the needful in making Mr. Peter Obi the next legal president of the country. Do not forget, all these are connected to the declaration of a new nation, which would happen by 2024. The man Peter Obi must be careful of handshakes. Abemona help me shout. Who know Peter Obi? Oh, hey. Because na Twitter mo tell am say make you no shake because I be shake hand. I don't see how they shake hand.
Yes.
Abeg go make no shake hand. That thing when I see am, my face suspect. I say make this man no dey shake people. May no even dey hug. Abeg, there is a plan to buy him as soon as possible by the use of biological means. A handshake would be the only option to buy him. Keep our fingers crossed, and you must not forget we are anonymous. Hey, Egbami. This thing was written September 19, 2022, guys. Can you believe it? Hey. Now, wow, wonders will not end, though. Wonders will not end, though. These people have taken us for, but I'm happy though. Let me be let's console ourselves. Nigerians have woken up in their millions. We've all agreed that we're taking this back, whether they like it or not. No matter what they do, they have stole it broad daylight, but we are following them to drag it. Because until Peter Obi becomes the next president, now here we dey here. We go dey back to back. Now we go dey give them. Because look at all of them now, they've all been silent. Now I hear one of the youth leaders of the Agbado party, he came out saying that people, all his people should come out on the road and be going door to door to go and sensitize people about the election, the governorship election of Lagos State on Saturday. As if Peter Obi has changed the landscape of politics.
No, that's a new mandate for APC.
I'm telling you. He now said they should not use their tinted cars. They should come off their tinted cars and walk and go and knock door to door. Now, so now late now. You guys are already too late. We beat you now. We don't set the pace. Can you imagine? That's what they're saying. Like they now realize.
Then go down and beat them, go beat them.
I'm telling you. People go set trap, they wait for them. Yeah?
Shebi they say that they win Lagos. So why did they beg people to go vote for them? Did they beg before?
I bet attire. They know they
for
beg.
Lagos State too. For Lagos State, now peace they go beg, make people vote for them. Shebi na them say they get Lagos. Now them build that. They from Kuma no go there. You don't have any cause to go and plead with anybody now. You should just go and do your vote because since you own Lagos, Lagos should be able to vote for you. So you don't even need apology or begging or pleading with anybody. Pertaining the should I call it letter you just read? See, me, there is a kind of belief I have. Okay, it's good to be careful and to be conscious of being ready to avoid or accept some certain things. But as a public figure, I want to ask you a question. How many can he dodge? If he wants to be careful and avoid handshakes, what about other devices? Somebody who must, appear in public, be in a meeting, visit from place to place, go to some zones that is totally vulnerable. How cautious can such figure be? See, if God is with somebody, he puts his angels to watch over him. Okay, there's something he said when our principal said when he announced that he was going to Maiduguri for rally, for campaign, and he was warned not to go because his life would be in danger. He asked the person, were Nigerians living there? The person said yes. He asked the person, which means people are living there who are Nigerians. Say yes. He said he will go there because if he's to be a president of Nigeria, those people are supposed to be his citizens under him. So he can't be looking for an opportunity to rule Nigeria without being scared of going to some part of Nigeria that he would go. And he actually went. And he not only went there, he went to the one of the most dangerous areas in Maiduguri, and he's living today. See, no matter what they plan, me, I believe strongly inside me. There's this conviction about me that I don't usually have, but when I have it, it seems to be of a certainty. There's a conviction about me, in me, about Peter Obi, that I'm not even scared of losing him. Like something is going to happen to him along the way, and I'm not scared of tomorrow that he will not succeed in becoming a president. There is a conviction in me that all along that he is destined for that place, and nothing will stop him along the way, be it a threat to his life, to his family, or to his political career. That the things that follow him in terms of security are more than those ones human being might set against him. That's my conviction. Thank you.
Well, you're right there, though. You're actually right. That there's nothing anybody can do, with someone that has the protection of the Almighty, of when God hides you under His shadow, people cannot get to you. I agree with that, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be cautious too, though. I mean, it's just a word of caution, because you never know. We don't want anything to happen to him, but I'm sure that he's already covered, and he seems to have the right people around him. However, we still need to show concern, my brother. Let me
I
pick.
said that earlier anyway.
Yeah, no,
For the opening of my destiny.
yeah,
Yes.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Yeah. Africa, welcome. Welcome to the show. Can you hear us, Africa? Be like, say, Africa, you're on mute, though. We can't hear you. We cannot hear you. What exactly, right? Oh my God, Atlantic, exactly. Do you understand? That's why I said it looks like, how can this be? When he was saying exactly Atlantic, hey, that's true. You were at Nigeria Watch. I saw, Mike, the way this man is talking, this thing was September 18, 2020. Let me go back to it. September 18. So the same thing is what this man came to regurgitate now. What year did they say that what's it called? That pastor prophesied or whatever. Is it not the same thing that Anonymous just said now? Hey, Egbami. See, all these people that say they see, I'm not with all due respect, oh, I know they insult anybody religion. And your religion for your pocket. Abeola. All this when they come out, they say they see vision, they see prophecy. I'm very skeptical of them. Okay? Because me believe say stranger fit carry message for you.
Sorry, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Africa, welcome.
You see how these pastors are so full of shit.
Thank you. You were there too. So
I was trying to figure out and see what happened. Like when you looked at the way he was talking about the whole thing, like you can tell this guy was just full of crap.
Exactly. Like, really? How can that be? Go ahead. Set my mouth.
Yeah, I believe he read through these papers and then he just went out to the pulpit and said, well, he saw a vision, whatever it is. Because now if you look at the timeline, they don't correlate. So but let's see how this plays out. I mean, it's gonna be a good thing overall, because I know Anonymous is more like they are really like an Anonymous, but there are some group of guys behind a website. They have information from a lot of stuff, but they don't really tell people about who they are, and people don't have a lot of information about them.
Which is good. They should keep it that way, but do it for good. That's all I care about. As long as
but most of the time their information are usually credible. Most of the time. So, but I think they know something about what they are saying.
They've got to. I mean, for them to put out this information, they have to. They're not just going to put out this information if they don't know something, So even on social media, some people will just call in and drop information quickly and leave because they have the information. So those type of people are anonymous. They don't want to know their identity. So which is good. We need to have that, to deal with these people. I think, people should be anonymous on social media too, because we really need to remove these people. all these ancient fossils that we have running.
Ancient of days.
Ancient of they're fossils. When you know when what's it called? What are they called now? All this those people that go dig up old materials. What are they called? There's a title.
Archaeologists.
Archaeologists. They go and they say, oh, they'll find something. They will now go and try and figure out what time, date it. They will now say, oh, it has been around for millions of years. Now they rule us for Nigeria. I'm sorry, Nigerians, I have to say it. Now fossils they run show for Nigeria. They see they use ancient way, ancient tactic, analog. That's what they did. Because clearly, who does that? Who just goes to a polling unit and just snatch ballots? You now and you know it. I don't blame them. I don't blame them alone. Somebody said something on, I think it was on Niger Watch or so, or was it Niger? Yeah, it was on Niger Watch. It is your neighbors I blame because it's the same people they use against you. Are they those policemen that went to be snatching ballots? You want them to say their life not they affected? Their lives are affected, but they will now support the rigging machine. Not be bats not dead there now when they cast vote. Why those people not grow conscience before they reach there say no guy, we will not do this thing. We could allow these people do it. Why? Why didn't they grow the conscience before they got there? Even the officers that are supposed to be the ones receiving the ballot papers and showing people what to do, why did they not grow a conscience on top of how much? How much are they going to give you? All those used coppers, they paid $100, $200. How much is $200? Your whole life is gone forever. There is a general mindset about make I just collect my own. No. They don't care about somebody else. $200, you buy one bag of rice, one bag of beans, it's over. It's over. With inflation, it is over. And when you chop and finish, you must go bathroom. There's no way you know go bathroom. You understand? It not go last. So it really is, it's the people themselves are also very wicked. That's what it means. Not be soldiers, they don't get family. Soldiers not come from family. All these officers, military officers, when they use DSS them, EFCC them, not be people, brothers and uncles. Not be them. All those people they go, they bribe, come and snatch ballot for me, go and change this thing for me. The people when they come out with their conscience say, no, I no fit do this kind of thing, come they report. They no be human beings. What differentiates them? What differentiates between them and those people that took the money? There needs to be fire that goes through people's hearts because they are the problem. If to say they're no greed do, if to say they're no greed cheat, we no go there the situation we dey so. We no go there and now they go first cry. They will use professors to rig your election. This man not be professor, so-called professor. Is he not a professor? Imagine a thug is telling a professor what to do. As long as they give
you,
300 billion. Now that rubbish. You for no even there's no because they don't need that kind of money for them. They just carry that money, divide them among themselves. They didn't do anything. What was that they did? Nothing. A dog will be telling a professor what to do. Somebody that does not
telling you.
Go to school. Person when you go fake school, when you bring fake certificate, when they tell you and use yourself, and then professors gather, they read, hey, they count. What is some children supposed to do? They count. For this polling unit, this is how much we got. On top of that one, that they make mistake, they lie to it. It's a way the populace themselves, we get problem. The moles that them plenty pass. Now they play because now the same youth they still use at the end of the day. Is it not the same youth? It's the same youth. We have a lot of work to do, my people. But we first of all need to take our property back by fire, by force. Let's first of all remove it from the hand of the thieves that have stolen it. Then we will start to fix all those mindsets. Because when you have the right leader, people no get choice. They go reset their mind and the way they think on top of how much. When the suffer come now, they go first suffer. Look at that boy that went to insult Buhari's wife, say he don't fat, he don't chop all the money finish. Come to find out self, he was rejoicing when Deborah was lynched in the north. The same citizen. Why did nobody save Deborah? Why did they not the conscience is gone. The leaders have eroded everything because we have demonic leaders. So you are going to be the money, the spirit will be dwindling down to people that will receive it. They too, they'll be acting like them. We must collect this thing, whether we like it or not. We have to. There's no other choice. We're not going to leave this for those that are coming to come and inherit. This is too much mess. Years and decades of corruption. I mean, they see so. We have to start from somewhere. Eh? Let me play this video of this. Since we're talking about Olokpa that they use, let me play this video for you people to see. Because it's really sad. When you watch these things, you're like, now we they do ourselves. It is us that are doing ourselves. Yeah?
Wicked people, Nigerians, police officers, doing this kind of thing. Just imagine. Just imagine. Just imagine. Hey! No, Papa! No, this is money, man. And a fuck all of them. See this man, no? And a fuck all of them. Yes. That's something that you want to know, people. We come out to vote. We forget about the vote. And they know.
People, can you see? Imagine. Not be that policeman, not be family he come from. He came from a family, he came from a village. Look at what he's doing to his own people. Eh? Look at what he's doing. Don't they grow a conscience on their way, even if they send them to go do bad work? On their way, they not feel grow conscience, saying, no, now my people be this, so I will just pretend. I will just do something else. No, instead they actually go and carry out this useless act. People came to vote, but you came and snatched it and you're ripping it apart. Make it make sense. Nigerians need to be telling themselves the truth. So the problem we have is not just the leaders, it's the people. Not be person they collect bribe. Not be people that they pay the money to do all these bad things, all these foot soldiers. Not people they give them the money to go fight, to go dismantle and snatch boxes. Not be people that pay the money. Are they not citizens as well? We have so much work to do, because I don't understand it. Why do you want to remain in a particular place forever? As long as you and your own family alone, you are okay. It's devastating. But me, I'm happy because everybody's fighting. We're all fighting. You see this fight? We will fight it to finish. We must fight and finish. Mama Echo, you still there? So I can. Mama Echo, are you there? I think she's gone. Probably fallen asleep or so. Let me just take her out. Enough is enough. We need to stop. We need to really be telling ourselves the truth. We need to stop this. How long we won't do all this work for? How long? Me, I'm happy. Majority of Nigerians have woken up. I'm happy about that. And I'm very glad about that guy's video, because I've thought about it so many times. I'm like, we have tech gurus. All these yahoo boy, this is the time for them to use their talent effectively. This is the time. Why can't people gather them and say, okay, I have work for you people. This is how much that it is involved. Honestly, somebody should step up and say, calling all, not, I'm not trying to get people in trouble, but calling all of you, we have work to do for the sake of the nation. Come, we will solve the society problem. Because they are some of the biggest ones, you know. Call them, come, round table, tell them how much they will get from inside. If that is that's what needs to happen. And then tell them this is what we need so that they can begin their process of, doing what they know how to do best.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, open up.
You see, Nigerians are great people. You see, you know what is happening to Nigerians? They are just like they are sheep without a shepherd, that they are just moving about looking for who would lead them. They are not satisfied about the fact that there is no direction for the vision they have collectively and individually. That is why some of them, or some of us that have means of pursuing our individual vision to leave the country or outside the country to in chase of that individual vision, took those opportunities and left the country. Some of us who have not the means to pursue their own personal visions outside this confused state called Nigeria remain here. And you see, hunger and starvation and poverty is a weapon of warfare. You can easily control a hungry man than you will control somebody who is satisfied with his state. So you can attest to this fact that I'm saying by the fact that P2B came on board, and there was a mantra, or there is a mantra, that we don't give shishi, and you are seeing it in the mouth of everybody. They echo it anywhere they go, even in commercial areas or avenues where I often find myself. You see, something might just happen. You see somebody saying, "No, they give shishi." Unconsciously, subconsciously, you just see somebody. You hear it from time to time among individuals. I believe that with somebody who has a clear vision as a leader ahead in front of us, Nigerians are good citizens. Just for instance, if there is a country that will be going through the hardship Nigeria is going through, and you can't step out of your house in a broad daylight in virtually every part of or segment of Nigeria. They are very obedient. They look for a responsible, legitimate means of livelihood, but the opportunities are not there. Even when you have gone to school, you have brightened yourself, you have gotten to a place where you feel that you are, at least you are prepared to start up something, the opportunities are not there. So that is why you could see law enforcement agents engaging in bribery and corruption. An average copper who just left or still serving feels that, okay, things ahead of her time or life after graduating, I know that I'm not going to get a job. Why don't I take this bribe and maybe save it and see if I could find my footing hereafter? But I'm not trying to justify that. I'm just trying to tell you the condition, the hardship that have been thrown to these people that have actually begun to seep into their subconscious mind, so that they are not even aware sometimes the consequences of the things they indulge or they find themselves engaging to. So what I'm saying in essence is that I believe that an average Nigerian has the capacity to be a good man and do a legitimate work if given that opportunity. just like Nelson Mandela said in his memo, A Long Walk to Freedom, he say, my people are not disadvantaged because they don't have the capacity to develop. They are disadvantaged because they don't have the opportunity to develop. Nigerians are seeking the opportunity. They have the capacity, they have what it takes to develop, to be a good man, to do legitimate work, to shy away from corruption, to reject the offers of a tainted man and a corrupt individual or politician who feels that he can buy his way through his means in a very illegal way. But what they are asking for is that opportunity to put their skills, their development into use for the betterment of the entire society. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you, Obina, that they've weaponized poverty and all of that. I completely agree with you, right? But you know that poverty is also a mindset too, though. Because a lot of people, I know a lot of people that didn't grow up with too much money that people would consider as poor. Even though, yes, they had food because it was farm. So people could farm and eat their food. Even if they had little money, it wasn't so much of an issue because they had food, you know. I agree with you. They have weaponized it, and they have, like, broken the people, forced them to force their hands into things they ought not to do. I get it. I understand that, but we need to we need to also find our way out of it. And this is why we're fighting this fight. Because we know that the people need good leaders. We need good leaders. We're desperate for good leaders. We can't continue like this. We cannot. I personally, I don't see how people are having children in this matter, in this society that we're living in now, in Nigeria especially. I don't see it. I don't understand it, you know, because you're just bringing those children into a society to come and suffer. There is no all the opportunity for them to shine, to have good lives, to have good starts in life is not there. There's nothing whatsoever. Do you know how I can imagine how painful it is? You have children, you can't put them to school. You don't have resources. Even when you try to start business, your profit is gone. By the time you buy diesel, if not diesel, your generator they run on, or petrol, you have eroded your profits. So you go yours, they make money, they spend them everything at the same time. No, talk of people, middlemen when they will come. People will claim say they won't come collect tax. They will collect tax for your hand. It's crazy. Many people have given up their businesses in Nigeria because they frustrated them out. You have ideas, you want to do something good, the opportunity is not there. The opportunity is not there. It's crazy to me. So I mean, we have to continue to work and shout and fight. I guess this is why we're all here, trying to fight to get it right. you know Here is one that make you people happy small, put some smile on your faces. So this lecturer collects he went to the father that he voted for APC. Let's watch. Okay. I think they played twice. And they find out say the guy vote Agbado. Like a
Okay.
lecturer for that matter. Can you imagine a lecture? How much they pay? Not been a day on strike. How many months? Now he still go vote for Oko Poly. He go vote Agbado again. You see, some people just they used to the suffering. They like calm as it be like that. So it's maddening to me. People they by themselves they put chains for their neck and their leg by themselves. Later when you see that for us, that one alone suppose make nobody make they even supposed get zero. The only thing when for make they not get zero vote now because their family members vote for them. So maybe like 6 or 7 that they're supposed to they count. But people when they maybe they marry multiple wives, born children, full everywhere. Now only those people go vote for them. That's how it's supposed to be. A lecturer when you know say they not pay them for 8 months, almost a whole year of school, you don't get money, you can't still carry again, go vote person when they cause the suffering. Hey, some people like suffer. Oh. Anyway, make I play something when go make us laugh. I beg. I not fit all this heavy talk. Ha! Oh, wow. This is crazy. It's crazy to me. Okay, let me oh, sorry. This is not what I want. Where are you? Okay.
During Peter Obi's media brief today, he said we won the election and we will prove it. Una 5 who na go steal a mandate. Na person wait tell una say he be trader. No be ordinary trader wait there on the chat. Una don't enter. You go pursue una everywhere like customer. This one no dey end anything. No. He never finish. Onitsha traders no dey let customer go.
You have to have capacity.
No matter what you come by, he go pursue you. Make sure say you buy am. Now that kind of person you go collect a mandate. Just they ready to run. Mamma mia.
This is actually not the one I wanted to play, but I just let it run. Sorry guys, I think I played that one already. Sorry. We already saw that. Okay.
Person wey no get international passport, they laugh Peter Obi say they wan rig am out. They laugh say they wan rig Peter Obi out. Person wey God travel all over the world. Peter Obi fit decide say today now, you no wan sleep for Nigeria, you go sleep for Morocco. And you go there Nigeria, they enjoy the bad government.
You dey use your generation to
That's what the food they receive. And they won't save you from drowning, you dey enjoy the water. This election don't show person pepper.
You have to have capacity.
Everywhere in the world, once they get new government, the people are happy because the people they rejoice. When President Goodluck Jonathan, when they announced saying don't they win, then when he contest, people were happy. Even Buhari. Not only this election, as he said, they announced a person the week, people they mourn. And they tell us say that the person the week who come vote up. When he said it's supposedly the people who vote up the mourn. It don't be like person will go marry, pay bride price finish. He can't carry woman, come back, they cover his face. He reach house, he can't see another person. Mamma mia.
All right, people. Now, wow. This fight when we dey fight, my people. Make we continue to dey fight and make we continue to dey pray and ask God for wisdom. Nato, you still dey here? I still say you dey go out, they come out, they come, they come back. Are you still here? Nato, you're on mute. Oh, in case you're talking, I can't hear you. You are on mute. Okay, Nato. Okay, her audio probably. Africa, you still there? Africa, you're on mute. Is it your audio? Okay, let me remove those that are not speaking. Yeah. Now wow. So the fight continues. Oh. Go ahead. Sorry, you want to say something?
As usual, we are going to survive it. I know that good things, they don't come easy. They come with a price tag. I know that this is just the few moments of struggle, challenges that is keeping us just before we break through whatever we are looking for in Nigeria. And
you live in Abuja, right?
Yes, I'm in Abuja, yes.
So how is the atmosphere in Abuja? I mean, you've been able to go out. I know that you said you couldn't go out because of this whole thing.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, but I went out yesterday.
Okay, how was the atmosphere?
Very, very quiet. The atmosphere was unhappy yesterday. Very, very unhappy. People were not happy. As if, like somebody said in my compound day before yesterday, that why is everywhere like say Nigeria is mourning? Like say somebody died for Nigeria. Even if somebody died for Nigeria, say the atmosphere do the day like this. So people are not happy. People are not really happy. Like people are sad everywhere you turn. They hope that they're going to change the government, that Obi is coming to rule them and change the situation, turn it around for better for them. That hope alone actually brought smiles on people's faces. Somebody like me, it actually affected me. Like before P2B campaign and P2B coming to board, I was already thinking seriously on what to do with my life. I was already planning whether I should, sell some few things I have here in Nigeria and try and leave the country. So, but his coming engendered another hope inside of me, so that I will look forward to seeing him ascend and start changing things and putting things in order. So when that, to so many people, when that hope was dashed, they seem to be falling back to that depression, and they are not really happy. Seriously, people are not happy. People are not happy. No place celebrated the victory. When in 2019 or when during the past election, after the election, at least some section of Abuja were in celebration. But here, this time around, no noise anywhere, no celebration. Look at the internet now. Internet is supposed to be catching fire with people shouting here and there, posting different pictures about the inauguration, the May 29th that is coming, the victory and all that. But even internet is so cold.
Right. Well, it's understandable, but my prayer is that they take that, anger to the polls on the 11th for the government.
For gubernatorial,
Yeah, and that's my hope, because that's very important, because if Peter Obi is able to gain governors, Labour Party is going to really work out well. It's going to be to the party's benefit, So I'm hoping that they take that annoyance. Honestly, anybody, any obedient right now feeling very angry at this, the best revenge right now is going all out and voting LP. That's just what it is. That would be the biggest revenge. Because if you do that, I guarantee you will be happy with it, because it will be like you taking out, because they took it from you, right? So they stole something from you while you're fighting to get it back. You tell them, okay, you did this, all right. You just take all that annoyance, go polling unit on the 11th, vote all the LP state governors. Each state gets their own governor, and your governor, do your research and all of that, vote the person. Simple and short. They go shock. This, because that's another way to tell them bye bye, to tell them
Yes.
bye, we don't want you. You understand? Because they're going to need people to be on their side when they want to make laws and legislate for stuff, and they're going to need people, right? So if they need a majority, for instance, I don't know how it works, and they don't have it, we've already stunted that part for them. So
But the
I
thing
will
is that
go ahead.
the thing is that I think I'm seeing it in the other way around. That is even now that we need to go and vote,
Yes.
because we need to stuff the houses of assemblies with LP members for the incoming of Ruby. Because I know certainly we will have victory. The evidence is overwhelming. So now we need to all these elections that are coming. We need to stuff houses of assemblies, electoral zones with LP members. Like I heard from our next chairman today during his first address after the election that he was mentioning the number of seats different political parties succeeded in having after the election. So I think he mentioned the APC, senatorials, Senate, whatever, over 100, PDP, over 100. Then I learned that Labour Party was able to get almost 38 in House of Representatives, and then 6 in the House of Senate. So if we can from gubernatorial level now to state houses of assemblies that or assembly, sorry, that we can come out en masse to vote people into those positions. At least it will set a pace of or tone of subsequent elections that will be coming up.
Right. Oh, you're right about that. You're absolutely right. Anyway, let me be wrapping up. Make I go rest. I don't try today again. So
I sense fatigue in your tone this night, unlike the previous 2 nights.
I know I'm really tired. And because of that, especially because of that recording, because I wasn't sure how many people had seen it. I've had the video for a while. Somebody sent it to me, but I wasn't sure because I didn't see it on social media, you know. Like, wait, let me wait to see if someone else plays it at least. And when I was on the previous channel, they played it and everybody listened. And then I said, oh, okay. So I said, okay, so this is fine. Let me also show it to my people. So that's why I brought it here. That was really the main reason why I came live. I really wasn't feeling up to it at all. I'm not going to lie. But I wanted to show that video and, so we can just talk a little bit about it. But, yeah. But thank you so much, Obina.
God bless.
take the day off and just chill. Maybe sometime in the week. I will send out an invite by tomorrow if we're going to have a live on Monday or Tuesday. You guys will know. But thank you so much, Obina. I hope you have a great night. Please be safe. Abuja is generally safe, right? There's no.
Yes, yes, it is. It is safe. I don't have any problem.
Oh, okay. Oh, Guy Wanlele. Oh, so on Arise, the Delta State governorship candidate Kempela, he said that Obi agreed to be on the ground to support him in Delta and probably else. Oh, that's fantastic. That's Peter Obi for you now. Now servant leader be that. So there's no way. I know people show up for them. That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing that information. You know, no. So my people.
It's okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Obina. So I go see you on
But
the next life now. May you take careful, oh, take care of yourself, get some rest. And when you see people around you, sir, just encourage them, you
it's
know.
okay.
Say encourage them, you know, so that we need all these governors. We need,
Yeah,
yeah, so we
no
need all,
problem. But
yeah.
sorry, in this Abuja, since Abuja doesn't have a governor, I think they should have constituents now,
They will have
right?
Ireti, yeah,
Mm.
so Ireti Kingibe. Is it Kingibe now?
Ireti, she was the one. Is it not? Are they not the ones that are going to National Assembly now?
Senator. I think she ran
She's a
on,
senator. Yes,
yeah,
she's a senator.
yeah. So she won the election under LP.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Have a big one.
Yes.
She sat somebody that's been there for years.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's a good one for us. And then I
So
think they have 22 House of Rep members for Labour.
okay,
Mm-hmm. National Assembly, we have seven. Seven.
okay.
And then so now governorship now we dey wait for.
Okay, so which means I don't have any place to vote, but I will try to encourage some of my friends that are in different states to encourage them to vote. Because in Abuja here, I think there won't be election on Saturday now because
Mm-hmm.
they did presidential, senatorial, and the House of Rep election the same day now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Actually, now
okay.
30 House of Representatives now. 30. Not be 20.
It's over 30.
Check.
I
It's
think
over.
it should be 30. Yes,
Okay.
according to next chairman yesterday, it
Mm,
was I think around 36, 38.
okay. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Awesome. So you see, it's getting up there. So this is
mm.
because if we have those numbers in the House of Assembly, we have in 34. Okay, Atlantic say now 34.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic. See, so it's getting up there. So if we can clinch more seats as for senators, and
Mm.
let me see, House of Assembly. Oh, so here they would have more than 50 state House of Assembly members. Hey,
Mm.
Peter Obi, you do this one, no? Hey, see the Labour
What
Party
are you saying?
strong force now, not be just small party again. So that means that they have more than 50 state House of Assembly members. That's what they have right now. That's what they're saying. That's what I see right now.
Okay.
And Guy Onwalele say 40. Now more than 50, oh, House of Assembly. Or are you talking about a House of Rep, Guy?
The House of Rep near the top.
Okay, Atlantic say 34 reps and no, it's 7 senators. There's 7 now.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 7. So for House of Assembly, let's say they are getting over 50. It's
Mm.
climbing up. Yeah. Hey, that's fantastic. This is good news. Honestly, I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm very excited about this. This is why we have to keep fighting. We really have to
Mm.
put the pressure on until we see the end of this. We can't get tired. It's very important. Yeah, more is coming, right? Yeah, more is definitely coming. we've got this, man. Guys, let's not be discouraged. I beg. Let's encourage each other. Encourage yourself, and because now who, if you get strength, then you can, encourage others. But please get the rest you deserve. Take time off if you need to, but we must get this right this time. Thank you so much, Obina. Have a great night. Oh,
Uh,
we'll see you again now.
no problem now. Just
All right.
keep us updated when
Yes.
you're about coming online, right?
What do you say?
Keep us updated when you're about coming on
Yes,
Eva.
absolutely. I will send out an invite tomorrow to let you know, to let you guys know if I'm coming on Monday evening or Tuesday. I will let you know. As long as your notification bell is on, you will get notified.
No problem.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right, good night. Take care.
Okay, sure. Atlantic. Mr. Waiting, they were busy rigging the press. I know, right? They forgot the legislating. That's why they be now. Thief, not they remember everything. They must be sloppy somehow. So that's what we're experiencing. That's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing right now. So at the end of the day, we know we've got this. We have to keep pushing. We definitely need to keep sensitizing people. Please tell your people back home, LP governors come out in every state. If you have family in all the states that the governors have been mentioned, please encourage them to come out. Tell them not to cut up their PVCs. Even if the election, whatever, it was stolen, that doesn't mean they're not going to need it again. I beg, please stop them from doing that. That's a lot of damage. They shouldn't do that. So anyway, guys, your girl has to go get some rest. Rest. So I thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys, and I'll certainly see you on my next one. And if you have not yet subscribed, subscribe. If you haven't like on your way out, and share. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Good night. Thank you. Bye.